you guys for making the time to hang out with us. This not quite a month after KBIS. It feels like it's been several months ago already. And but it's always a great opportunity to bring everybody back together again and celebrate some of the wins from KBIS, talk about the trends you guys saw, and that's what we're here to do today with our KBIS 2026 virtual event recap. So welcome all. You guys already know our format that we love to have. Instead of doing webinars where we can never see our audience, we love having you guys on camera. We like being able to wave and connect a little bit more than the sort of very impersonal webinar format. So love having you people here, love seeing you guys again. And I hope we don't have to wait too long until we see you again very soon. I know we've got a lot planned at High Point Market this year for once, which is going to be an international delegation at High Point. And then we're off to New York for our inaugural boot camp. And one of our design hounds from Designhounds KBIS this year will be able to attend that boot camp with us. So more on that here in a minute. I know we've got a really, really fast hour ahead of us, and I'm looking at kind of anxiously looking at my battery down here on my laptop. 1 second, here I am. Ta-da! Let me just plug in before we die. So, without further ado, I will get this thing moving because we do really have a lot to share. We've asked the social media and yeah, so much more than social media agency of KBIS and the team that manages the KBIS Next Stage, the luxury lounge, to come chat with me here for just a minute. Then we've invited several of our designers from Designhounds KBIS to share their favorites from around the show, their trends that they spotted this year. It was busy. I know a lot of us have not been able to see, well, I know we've missed a lot. Let's just say it that way. And then we will be revealing our Designhounds Favorite Finds, as well as celebrating the two top winners of the NKBA Design Awards. But before we do all of that, I'm going to hand it over to Rachel Nyonkuru from Flying Camel in Toronto, Canada, where it's probably also cold and snowy. And Rachel, walk us through a little bit the amazing Innovation Hour and Best of KBIS and tell us a little bit more about that. I know we're going to have you share your screen here for us in just a second.
Can everyone see my screen?
We can.
Yeah, all good. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Veronica. Hi, everyone. I definitely recognize a few of you, but for those who don't know, my name is Rachel. I work at Flying Camel, and like Veronica said, our agency handles all of the programming and social media at the show, so we're always very, very busy. I know a few of the Design Hounds were at the stage for Innovation Hour, so raise your hands if you were there and joined us for that event. I see a few hands. That's great. So we'll start with Innovation Hour, and then we'll talk about Best of KBIS. So Innovation Hour was a brand new program this year. We introduced it to give brands a chance to showcase their latest and greatest on the stage. And we were happy to have 9 brands take part this year, which was really exciting. It was hosted by the fabulous Sophie Donaldson. I'm sure most of you are familiar with her. And it was voted on by the audience. So there were 3 awards, the most innovative brand, most unexpected, and I'd spec that tomorrow. So like I said, the audience voted, the Design Hounds voted. We had over 200 votes this year. So I'm just going to take you through who won each of our 3 awards. So the first one was the most innovative award, and that went to Caesarstone in their Icon product. So this is a new category of surfaces that are crystalline, silica free, and 80% recycled materials. So this was a very cool product story. I don't know if anybody made it over to their booth at all, but that was a really awesome one. The most unexpected award went to Magpie, and this was for the world's first wellness kitchen with cabinets made from stone. So they're fire safe, water safe, you name it. They can do it. So I don't know if anybody saw, there was a lot of buzz about Magpie prior to the show. I don't know if anybody made it to their booth. Kishore, the presenter, actually wanted to light the cabinets on fire on the stage, but we did not get fire clearance, so he could not do that. But either way, he took home the most unexpected award. So that was a really cool one. And then the last award for Innovation Hour was I'd Spec That Tomorrow. So this was a fun award that we wanted to really give a good indication of what designers are looking for right now, and what need the brand is filling in the marketplace. So this award went to LG, for a new refrigerator that they had. I'm not going to say the name because, as you can see, it's a very long product name, but it's on the screen there for you. Yeah, so that was it. That was our first innovation hour. It was, like I said, a first time event. We had some really fun awards. Lots of people attended, and yeah, we hope to do it again this year. So keep an eye out.
Very cool. Very cool. Do brands apply to be part of that? How does that work?
Yes. Yeah, and on my last slide, I'll talk about that a little bit too, but it's all application based.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you'll see the submissions come out in the fall for
Okay.
KBIS 2027.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and then next up is Best of KBIS. I'm sure everyone is familiar with the Best of KBIS Awards. Happens every year. Industry's premier awards program. It's kind of the industry standard. So they have 6 categories. Each category has gold and silver winners. So game-changing innovation, style statement for kitchen, and then for bath, sustainable standout, most functional, wellness trailblazer, and then the big winner of the show, which is always the best of show. And I'm sure everyone can relate. There's so many products on the show floor. It's hard to see them all, and the judges have a really hard time choosing. So if you want to, as I go along, add in any of your favorites from each of the categories into the chat, because like I said, there are just so many to choose from. So these were our big winners. So for the first one, it was Game Changing Innovation Silver, and that went to Fotile's X20 Max Sink dishwasher, which is essentially an all-in-one sink, dishwasher, produce washing unit in one thing. So really, really making clients' lives easier with that innovation. The next one for game-changing innovation for their gold award went to Free Power for Countertop 2, which is Free Power's new generation of wireless countertop charging. And big kudos to Free Power because this is the third time they've won a Best of KBIS. So quite an accomplishment for them. Style Statement Kitchen Silver Award went to Richelieu, their Atypica decorative hardware collection. So as you can see there, bold statement making, colorful hardware. Does anybody have any clients that would actually agree to hardware colors like this, like the orange that you see on the picture? Raise your hand.
What are these? Do you know what are we looking at? Are they towel holders or
I think it's everything. Towel
okay,
holders, yeah, like door pulls,
cool.
all of it. And they have, yeah,
Cool.
this
Hey,
crazy
design
range of
like no one's
colors.
watching.
Yeah.
Love it.
The Style Statement Kitchen Gold went to True Caliber for their signature Rockwell. So this is the 60-inch freestanding grill in their new crimson finish. So really just proving that outdoors can be as stylish as the indoors.
Hands up, who would like one? Okay, moving on.
Style Statement Bath Silver went to Pfister Faucets for their Ametrine collection. So this is a bathroom faucet collection, and it was created with designer Evan Millard. And Evan actually came to the stage for the Best of KBIS Awards to accept the award, and he was super excited, which was really nice to see. Style Statement Bath Gold, coming in strong in the quartzite category and always innovating is Cosentino with their Sensa expanded quartzite collection. So this one had 6 new quartzites that they introduced at the show.
Beautiful.
Sustainable Standout Silver. So this is a bit of a lesser known and smaller appliance brand, but obviously they made it big at the show this year with winning a Best of KBIS award. And that was for their 48-inch professional induction range with pro pizza ovens and pizza stone. And also interesting, this was the product is manufactured with 100% renewable energy and designed for a lifetime. So obviously very sustainable.
Very cool product.
This was an interesting one. So for Sustainable Standout Gold, it went to More Anti-Etch Next Gen. I don't know if anybody else was wondering what this is. We had no idea, but this is a surface care company, and the product itself is a treatment or coating that can be applied to marble for lifetime protection against etching and staining. And do me a favor, if anybody wants to learn more about this brand, go to their website because their about section is really funny. Leanne and I from Flying Camel it gave us a good laugh. They talk about how to build a badass company. So make
Love
sure
it.
you check it out.
I'm going over there. I'm all
Yeah.
about the badass company. Cool.
Most functional silver. Kohler took this award home for their Pure Wash E860 innovative dual wand bidet toilet seat. Has a remote control. The dual wands. Yeah, pretty cool. More anti-etch next gen again took home another award for the most functional
Wow.
find. So obviously the judges were very impressed by this one, taking home two golds for the Best of KBIS Awards, which is cool. Wellness Trailblazer for silver. So obviously, it was a big conversation at the show this year. We actually had a stage panel on immersive water rituals, so indoor cold plunges with a design element. And I think everyone can agree that this one definitely fit that bill. So Empava's indoor-outdoor cold plunge tub, which is a self-contained cold therapy system that obviously can be used inside and out. Wellness Trailblazer Gold. Richelieu took home another award for their electric lift upper cabinets, Verti 840. I don't know if anyone had a chance to visit this booth, but it's pretty cool. With the press of a button, the cabinets actually come down. So definitely designed for things like living in place and accessibility. So that was a really cool product as well. And then lastly, Best in Show went to KitchenAid for their smart double wall oven with live look-in. So this has pretty much every feature you could ever want. It has a cooking camera, doneness detection, live look-in from your phone. It actually even produces a time-lapse video while your food cooks, and then sends that to you after. So for like all the chefs and food influencers out there, really cool feature. So that one it took home the big Best of Show award. And that was it. I know I flew through that, so let me know if there are any questions. But thank you so much for listening. I'm curious to see what the Design Hounds favorite products were. Obviously, these are all the ones that won Best of KBIS and Innovation Hour awards. I also just wanted to mention too, before I jump off, that if you want to be a part of the conversation at KBIS 2027, there is a call for presenters that comes out every fall. So be sure to apply to that. And that's for any speaking opportunities on Next Stage, Luxury Lounge, and Podcast Studio, which our team manages. And then, like Veronica said, for any brands that want to apply, Innovation Hour and Best of KBIS submissions usually open in the fall as well. You'll get e-blasts and social promotion and all that around there. And those are two really well attended events at the Next Stage. So definitely keep an eye out for those.
Going
And
to be
that's it for
packed.
me.
It's going to be packed, KBIS 2027. I will say I was very, very surprised at the turnout that we had at KBIS in Orlando. It was
Absolutely.
packed. I apologize profusely yet again to all of our design hounds who had to sit in cabs for an hour and a half to get to our kickoff dinner. Apologies for that. But it was crazy. It was crazy. It was packed. It was busy and buzzy. So it's good to see the industry come together, even when it's kind of a bit of a wonky year, and really stand behind the show and want to connect. So always thrilled to see it. We did our format a little bit differently this year. So largely because of the logistics situation in Orlando, we got our group together of 25 plus design hounds because we had selected 25 of you guys, and everywhere we showed up, we had about 40. So we love a good groupie situation, and we got one for sure. I think the guys at Cambria just sort of dropped dead and said, "How are we going to handle this?" It was amazing to bring together so many great designers and to have that industry support. And a quick shout out to the brands that supported it. First and foremost, of course, KBIS itself for a 14th year of investing in the Design Hounds community. That is a big, 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 big deal. So we love it. Thank you to Flying Camel, of course, for always supporting us and getting us all the info that we need. Thank you, Rachel. And then we had amazing brands that we worked with at the show. Designs of Distinction were new to the Design Hounds community. I see Jenny here in the audience right now. Welcome, Jenny. It's good to have you. I loved working with you guys. Ballerina Kitchens did a separate offsite because they were not exhibiting this year, but they did a great breakfast for us, which I think was super informative and very well received by everybody. We like these kind of little forums where we get to just kind of sit and hang out and chat. Then we had Cambria and Kitchener as well. So we're just very, very proud to always be in the middle of the show and to be able to bring our community together in this way. Speaking of community, I'd like to now hand it over to our first presenter. Coming straight out of Designhounds KBIS Live, Designhounds Live at KBIS, we called the whole thing this year. And that's Kimberly Curl, a good friend, our first ever boot camp moderator. So I'll tell you a little bit more about upcoming boot camps this year at the end of this. But Kimberly, tell us what you saw, what your favorite trends were at the show.
Well, thanks, Veronica. I'm happy to join you guys. So, no offense to all the brands that were there, but I have to say my favorite find is always my friends
Mm,
that I come across while I'm at KBIS, reconnecting with colleagues, friends. Design Hounds, of course, is always a favorite of mine, and I specifically chose this picture of our fearless leader because I think she looks amazing here. And those face-to-face interactions are really just really fill my cup. And it's great because I get to rely on each of my colleagues to see the things I missed and to tell me about it. And they are an ongoing resource. And it honestly amplifies my ability to have great takeaways from the show is the friends that I get to reconnect with each year and learning from each one of you guys. So I'm glad you guys are all here too. So design trend wise, I felt like this year was there was a lot of innovation in the technology front, and it's very integrated. So just like the photos here from Free Power, where you have the charging capabilities that are integrated into countertops, and then it was also expanded into furniture pieces. And so several booths throughout the show integrated this technology into their displays, which is a testament, one, to how versatile it can be, but two, I loved how they're even pushing the envelope with their prototypes that they had on display at the show. So maybe this is a tea kettle. I can't tell really from this picture, but
yeah.
they had appliances that are all prototypes at the moment, but that can sit on the countertop, no cords, completely cordless, no outlets to deal with, and the appliance can sit on that area of the countertop and be powered. So I think that's amazing and something that we all need to keep an eye on. And I hope that continues to develop. I think that's got a lot of possibilities with it. Other things included color, curves, and customization. And I've said this before, but with customization, if brands are not already offering some level of customization, they're behind the ball. Because think about it, everybody has been we've are all used to being able to customize everything at the touch of our phone. Every app that you pull up, we've just been conditioned, and all of our clients have been conditioned to feel like we should be able to customize everything just at the touch of a finger. And that is carrying over into our industry. And so customization is here to stay. And more and more brands have started to pick up on that. Of course, you've got Cafe, you have many different brands that offer some level of customization within their product line so that you're not just buying one thing or another. Curves, circles, curves everywhere. So this, the plumbing fixtures, these are from Brizo and very fluid and curvaceous forms throughout the show. You saw it in cabinetry. The sink here is, well, on that previous slide was a Kohler, so that's their Kohler workstation sink. And so when you talk about customizable, that's another level of customization to add all of these accessories that you can either choose to use or not use and use them in multiple different ways. And then if we look at some of the other slides, color, of course, was, it's very bold now. We've gone from, the whites and grays and blacks to just to very bold colors, but also a lot of earth tones. We still have a lot of pastels. So you have the maximalist side that you can obviously find many products to work with, and then you still have the very calm, more minimalist look that you find. The hardware that you see on that right side, that was a HEFLA opening system, and this is not new. The pocketing doors and the accordion doors that then pocket, that's not new technology, But what is new is that it's the engineering is being expanded so that we have more options. We're no longer limited by narrow openings and short door heights. Sky's almost the limit on some of these hardware options now. And so just expanding your knowledge on what's available and what's possible is important because they have re-engineered a lot of these hardware components to be more easily integrated and to provide us with more options. One of the things, and I don't even know if it appears in the slide, is the Pastelli Smart Frame Cabinet System. So this was over in the Discovery District. It's basically a biocomposite skeleton that you can arrange in any way you want. You can add doors, drawers, slides, glides, ins and outs, and it's like building blocks. It's a basic skeleton building block, and then you can wrap it in any skin you want. And then if you use their panels and things, they can easily be changed out. And so it really has an opportunity to kind of shake up the American kitchen world. If you imagine you have a skeleton that you can wrap in anything, and you can have a bright orange kitchen that you might get tired of in 2 years, and you could easily change that skin to something totally different. You might have a door base and you want to change it to a drawer base. That's so simple with this system. So it's something to kind of keep your eye on because it could have the potential, probably not this year, next, or even maybe 5 years down the road, but within the next decade, I think products like this are really going to start to make an impact in the American kitchen market.
I love that you bring that up, Kimberly, because they were actually a Global Connect customer and they were a kitchen manufacturer from Finland originally, trying to really kind of own this entire environment of, um, kitchen manufacturing. And they just wanted to be a kitchen dealer here in the US. And then they said, wow, this is so difficult for us to do that. Let us, think about this in a smarter way. And then they focused in on just bringing in these skeletons versus trying to just be a whole nother kitchen brand in North America. It's smart.
Right.
It's definitely worth watching. I agree.
Hmm. Okay. Do you need more from me? I can give you more.
That's good. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we're going to go over to Mariana next. Do we have you here, Mariana? Are you muted?
I'm muted. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear
Yes.
me now?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear
we
you.
can.
Okay, good. Well, I just wanted to talk about a little bit. I know they were asking about like my favorite part of KBIS, and Rachel walked us through, the innovation hour, and I thought that was so important for us, hearing directly from these brands and about the intention behind all of their product development. It was truly inspiring, and I think it's a great opportunity for us designers over there to speak up, vote on these products and sharing what we see in today's industry and the needs in our projects, and how these products can evolve to better support the way that we design and the way our clients are living and people live today. So that was one of my favorite parts. And I actually didn't actually know that it was a new thing this year. So I am very excited for this to continue on. And, I thought it was a great thing that happened. Yeah, so a prominent thing that I saw at the show was, like a focus on wellness-driven design. So at least I see it a lot of with my clients, in helping our homes evolve into supporting like an everyday well-being, dedicating spaces, to kind of relax and incorporating saunas, cold plunges, steam rooms, aromatherapy, into our primary baths, into our gyms. People are getting very focused on wellness and on health, so I thought that was very beautiful that I saw throughout. Also, like Kimberly was saying, like the selection of textures and natural stones. I saw this beautiful product, with the alabaster that we're seeing throughout light fixtures, and not only light fixtures, but also, like plumbing fixtures. And they're incorporating those little details like on the handles. And, we saw in the Innovation Hour Caesar stone, and I thought it was beautiful how they walk you through the intention of the product, right? And the story behind it and the inspiration and how they travel and they're able to share that with you and make you part of that story when you're there, which only makes it more inspiring for you to want to specify that product and tell that story to your client too. I get very passionate when I design, about how your home should tell a story about who you are and what these products mean in when walking the space. So I thought that was super inspiring, to carry that story behind the design and the craftsmanship of these companies and what they're doing today. So, yeah, and again, that's me testing out that cold plunge from Kohler, which I thought was so cool, because I don't know if you see it, but not the one that I'm like relaxing. But the other picture, it shows like a little light. And they were walking us through how they tell you how to breathe while you're in a cold plunge, and it guides you through that, and it also has an app on your phone. I thought that was amazing, I'm not a cold plunge girl, but being in there, it inspired me of maybe I should start trying it.
The answer to
Um,
cold plunge has got to be no breathing at all. You're just like,
exactly right. I was like, it hasn't been a second. Can I get out now?
it's
You
yeah, it's like terrifying, but it's so amazing to see really kind of them pushing the envelope around wellness and well-being. So it's
Definitely. And I think
very
it's so
inspiring.
important, because well, we were at a retreat and we were talking about, like how to design a little more consciously towards like life's full journey, and like including spaces that support people who are either ill or nearing the end of their life, and it's up to us to provide that comfort or those different innovations in technology that are going to help them go through those, like end of life and make them comfortable and create environments that feel very supporting and calming and, like human because they have lived there throughout their lives. So we want to make sure that we are designing towards that as well, and like I mentioned, like a lot of natural elements throughout that just, I know that outdoor in has been a big thing, but for me, it's more of like bringing in those elements in the design that tell a story, like I mentioned before. So it's just inspiring, and Handle, it was a new company, that I got super inspired from because that is their, I believe is their scroll pool. And, just bringing that kind of organic shapes in, with the different brass elements and not even brass, like living finishes that tell a story. I keep on going back to that because it's so important to me, like whatever I specify with intention. So it's like, what are we bringing into that space, that helps tell a story? And when you touch it, how does it feel on your fingers? And I don't know, I thought it was very beautiful, the textures throughout the different natural, this is artistic on the right side. They had just some beautiful slabs, with beautiful textures, beautiful colors. But not only that, but like they created texture upon the stone that it's just not only beautiful to look at, but also very calming, very bringing that nature in
Great
that
shades
I
too. Nice,
thought.
nicely put together, Mariana, too. It's so, one of my favorite things is whenever we do Design Hounds anywhere, everybody was at a different show. They all,
Yeah.
the products look different. Everybody sees something different. I always love just kind of standing back and seeing what you guys are coming up with.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it speaks to also, the way we all design, like Kimberly was saying, there was like, I think there's like this divide, right, to where we have the maximalism of colors and amazing, like trends that are out there. And for me, what I took out of this was more of the natural elements and the wellness of it, and it's beautiful because, again, like you said, you get to see it from everybody's different eyes, which it's amazing, and it's awesome to be part of a group like this, to where you get a little bit of everything, because I'm sure someone will speak about technology, and how that's working, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, it was great to have you
Mhm.
as part of that group. Loved it.
Thank
Sarah,
you.
you moving through slides. Thank you so much, because now we're moving on. Thank you, Mariana. Thank you
Yes,
again,
thank you.
Kim. And we're moving on to Holly Marie. Let us hear what all you discovered at KBIS.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah. No, you're good.
Oh, okay, great. Going through our questions, because the slides kind of correlate with that. My favorite part about KBIS was I loved touring with the Design Hounds. Any opportunity to join a group of designers is always just so much fun, because I went in not knowing anyone, and I don't want to say I forced a few ladies to be my friends, but we had a great time. And even after the tours, and just being able to speak with people from around the country, different markets, but different insights, and it was just such a great opportunity. So thank you so much. As far as trends, I think this was touched on a little bit already, but the color opportunities have expanded quite a bit. Before, I felt like they were more of a flash to get people into the booth. And it looks like companies are really committing to adding color to their lineup, beyond the whites and blacks and reds, usually, that they feel a little more safe with. So that was really exciting, because even though color might not be for everyone, I have specified a deep purple fridge and coral 60-inch. So they're out there, and being able to do that is just really special. The other portion that I saw, oh, yeah, and it was also in things like plumbing and things that you might not expect to have color on. So like the accessories, and it seems like people really have put in the thought behind their products about what people are asking for. So just the same way where a drain cover, it looks so much better when it matches the sink. They're getting into that's like a drying rack or something they can place over the sink, and all the little, I call them Barbie shoes that go with the sinks. They are all coming in different colors as well. So that was really fun. The other second part was the curves. So there was quite a theme that went throughout, that you'd turn a corner, you'd see a rounded corner. So I've seen this quite a bit in our German cabinetry line called Liked for the last few years, but seeing it coming in different from different areas, as far as like an accent in a display or in a vanity, and also the booth that we visited, Design Elements, they had different ways within their products to help you achieve that. It's just a nice way to soften a kitchen, or to bring in a different design element and have it be able to be repeated easily. So I liked that a lot. But the last thing that I thought was really interesting was I was able to catch a talk by Jenna Gadusek about
Mm.
AI, and a lot of fear around AI right now, and how it's going to take our jobs. And she presented, instead of the fear, how we can use AI, and how we can have it, work for us. So her example was an app that can help you find something that you could build yourself. Having that kind of education, or those presentations at KBIS, that don't just focus on like reporting back to us what they're seeing, but on the what ifs of could be at 5 years out, 10 years out, or what we can do now as it's evolving. And so I went home and started playing with it. So I started making a AI, using AI to build a program, and I don't know how to code, which was kind of her point, was that you don't need to be able to code. You just need to know what would be helpful for you. And it's almost like talking back and forth and coaching it through it. So, not every one of those branded programs works for either a kitchen-centric design company or maybe like a smaller firm, or so being able to kind of build that, I'm really excited about. So.
Amazing. Thank you, Holly. And I'm going to go straight over. I know we're just kind of trying to move through. We have so many great shares from you guys here. Lauren, our monarch, our resident monarch, walk us through what some of your favorites were at the show.
So it was amazing to meet so many people that I've been seeing online for years in real life. I went in sort of blind, not knowing anybody really except for Crystal. And so I just want to say it was such an amazing, lovely group of designers across the country. And it still blows my mind that I can be in Orlando or Dallas or Chicago or Vegas and know people. So the one thing that sort of blew my mind about KBIS also being a design hound was that I was invited back for a second time to speak, this time at the luxury lounge. And I absolutely loved the vibe of it and how I felt way less nervous than when I was on the next stage. Or maybe it's because I've been doing this for a couple of years now, so I've got some experience behind me. And then it also sort of blew my mind that Homeworthy interviewed me to be on their station. I don't know if I actually made the cut. I haven't seen anything with me in it. I don't anticipate that I would. The people that she was interviewing right before me were the Property Brothers, just to throw some context into that. But it was really amazing to meet her and to be able to talk about design trends when their Instagram page is unbelievable and they get to see the most beautiful stuff around the whole entire world. And so to sit down with them was just really an incredible opportunity. And also to sit down with those amazing designers at the luxury lounge was just phenomenal too.
Very
So
cool.
some of the things that I was seeing, if anybody knows me, they know that I call my style Swamp Witch chic. I am more on the darker side. That said, though, it was amazing to really see all the light, bright, beautiful pastels and neon colors and also the maximalist stuff. I have a dual personality in that everything that I love to do is dark and black and walk around in a Gothic cathedral somewhere in Europe, but also I want to frolic among the flowers in a field somewhere too. So I got both sides met. And I really loved the Echo Domo leather opportunities for, clients who have been, doing white shaker or white on white cabinets for years. This is a great opportunity for them to be able to kick up their design without having to completely replace and rip out perfectly fine cabinets and really give it elegant, updated look. And the other thing that I really loved that I saw a lot, and you'll see on the right-hand side with the faucets, is the jewels that were everywhere. And malachite has always been my absolute favorite mineral. And when I saw it, Modern Matter hardware also had them everywhere. It's just like when I say that the hardware and the backsplash and the lighting are the jewels of the kitchen, we have literally brought jewels into design, and I am so excited about that. Look at that faucet. That thing is so sexy. Oh my gosh, I want to lick it. Okay, so if we go to the next slide, now we're getting into the core of the things that I absolutely love, which is the gothy side. This tub by Brizzo was amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the pool in LA, Kat Mondi. She doesn't live there anymore, but she designed her pool to be red liner instead of blue. And I always thought it looked like you were bathing in the blood of your enemies. And it's not that I fantasize about doing that, but there's just something so powerful about this tub and how it made you feel. Even when you sat in it, the red, the saturation, it was just the sexiest tub that I have ever sat in. And it just, the way that it made me feel, and everybody was walking up to it and they loved it. That was one of my absolute favorite finds while I was there. And then okay, so as somebody who straightens their hair every single day and then curls it again, This was amazing. This was the Delta Versa Curl Detangling Tool. Don't say that 3 times fast. These two lovely ladies here were the brains behind it. And what it was is it offered you the opportunity to swap out for 3 different tools at the center of the shower head. It also comes with a diverter kit. So if you just wanted to have like a rain shower head on, I only wash my hair once a week and I only brush my hair when I'm in the shower. Like I said, I have very thick, naturally curly Italian hair. And this was amazing to me. They had jets in those knobs. So the little nubs, so that you also got like a scalp massage on top of it. I cannot wait to use this product. It's such a great way for people to be able to take care of their hair in a loving way and get a scalp massage. So this thing it blew my mind. Like I was
Very
really
cool.
excited about this. I know people are thinking tech stuff, but I was thinking about how I can detangle my hair in the shower.
Smart. Very smart.
So yeah, I think is that
Yep.
it for me?
Those were it.
Yeah,
Thank you so,
of
so
course.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monarch. We really appreciate it. And I'm putting Lori Carpenter totally on the spot last minute, dragged her into this because I think she found like the best towel bar ever in the history of towel bars. So I had to kind of pull her into this conversation and let her share just that little moment because it was just such a great innovative design, I thought.
Well, thank you. Which one was it, Life LA or was it the PNB PB
It's
Hirsch?
it's right here in that next slide, I think.
Okay.
Help us out, Sarah. No, one if you can come back to Life
Yes,
LA in just a
Life
second.
LA. Yes, they were my sponsor last year for my podcast. And as many of you may know, I am Lori Carpenter, as you said. I'm in a very rural area called Ash Flat, Arkansas. So going to KBIS has been, just in fact, I designed my bathroom from all my finds found years ago at KBIS. So going to the show and meeting all of you wonderful people is, highlight of a very rural area little country girl. So, but let me tell you a little bit about Life Ballet. They are configurable. You can change them into squares, an L shape. I think they come in 24, 36-inch bars that can be attached to each other. Then your design can be inlaid with your tile, your marble, your solid surface, whatever you use in your shower surround. And they've also come out with a really good looking gold this time. That was new to the show this year, and I thought they did a very good job on that.
Nice.
But you can see here, this is some of the contoured grab bars that have been it's kind of a wrap. So this was new to them at this show that I think they said they had like 60 different designs that you could put in your bathroom. And this grab bar could also be put next to your toilet, your commode. Anywhere, like my mother, I have grab bars, of course, those ugly ones, when she was still at home because that's all I could find up everywhere for her. And, even to come in
Yeah.
her front door, if there's a step, if you can have a pretty grab bar and like these, they could
It
be actually
integrates.
put by a door because they are designed for a shower so it could handle the weather.
Yeah. Very cool. And then you had the other one, which is like the polar opposite. Well, it's not a grab bar, it's a towel warmer. But
It's
come on.
oh my gosh. I tell you what, when I walked up to this booth, my mouth just gaped open. And I'm like, what is this? Is this like sculptures for your house? Went up and looked at it and felt of it. It's warm. I tell you what, as we age, we get colder.
Yeah.
A lot of clients maybe their own blood thinners, different things like that. But I put a lot of towel bars in my bathroom designs. And when I saw this is absolutely stunning. And they had one that looked like an antler, probably like
Yeah.
a moose. And then this was what they called the canoe. And they had one they called the tree of life. And they have the knobs, like if you want it has a push button on top if you just want to turn it on before you get in the shower, whatever. You can do that. But they also have controls and have the technology that will allow you to turn it on at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock, whatever time your shower is, so your towel is warm and it doesn't have to stay on all the time. But very nice and warm. But oh my gosh, the sculpture of this was absolutely stunning. So, and, a lot of you know that that's what I specify is for the third phase. And really, if you would think about, we are standing at the intersection of longevity, technology, and design. And many innovations are proving that accessibility and elegance are no longer opposing. We don't have to have ugly grab bars. We don't have to have ugly towel warmers. And I think they're now partners. And
They
I'm
are.
hoping to see more and more
Yeah.
of this because my clientele, they do not want those sterile looking grab bars you see in the nursing homes. And I wished we could even get them on board on this, but they're not going to,
And
they're
that's
in for
that's up
profit.
it's up to you guys to make that
That's right.
happen. You
That's
know, you
right.
gotta going back to actually designing, I think is really, really important. Thank you so much, Lori, for jumping in here because I just really wanted
Sure.
to feature these
Anytime.
these couple of pieces.
Anytime.
And Lisa is going to bring it home for us on the show and tell portion of this.
Hey guys. So I agree with all the design hounds that, my favorite part was the collaboration with designers and meeting you all and having this opportunity, but also being able to connect with our brand representatives and get to see them as well in new products. So that's always some of my favorite things that I get to collaborate with you guys at the show. Yay, that's just fabulous. I think I have a few things to show you guys that I found. Okay, I really love this. There was a couple of quick little things here, little golden nuggets. I did have a lot of things that you guys found too, but one of the things I thought was very cool was the Keswick. They had a freestanding wine armoire that you could put anywhere. I mean, I know at least I do a lot of wine units or wine rooms that, outside of an appliance or like a Sub-Zero or, a Thermador wine cooler, that this is an actual wine armoire that is chilled. It has a chill motor in it I know I'm not showing the best photo of it, but it was very cool because these could go in a dining area or a swanky, cool speakeasy bar that I'm seeing a lot of, where you don't have to have like a full room, but it could be many finishes, many styles. Also, to a lot of brass. I'm using a lot of brass. I loved the metal. Oh, I forgot their name. Sorry. Anyway, Metal Links. Anyway, but they had some very, very cool metal racks with hanging suspended bars. I get asked so much to put in brass racks or metal racks, and they just had some incredible aspects of being able to do this in almost in a free foam way too, other than just the bar rack and glass. So
Mhm.
I thought they had a really innovative, and also the wood walls and wood accents. And like some of you guys were saying too, is this natural organic feel that we have coming that I saw through the whole show, that, a lot of stones and wood textures and organic materials was just like you said, the whole wellness. I felt such great products for us to design with. I don't know if I had another slide
Yep.
or yay. Oh, let's okay, y'all all okay,
Back to the color.
color. So I've seen color at KBIS before, but not like this. This was in refrigeration, in sinks. Toto had incredible tubs and like vessel sinks and all of these really cool, bright, bold colors. So I think we're seeing a movement of this being able to customize things that we didn't think of in such unique ways I think it's just such a beautiful thing. And I don't know, this was just so much darn fun. I think it was like probably the most photographed thing at KBIS
It
with
was.
all these flowers and these pretty, I saw even on social media, a lot of my friends were showing this and it was just so much fun. I'm sure you all got to see that as well, but it was a pretty fun. True was doing some very cool. They were our refrigeration company and they had all kinds of, and I love this professional, bulky, fun feel of the units as well, instead of all hidden and tucked away, that it's like boom, bam. So I thought that was kind of fun to
Boom,
have
bam, it
that
is.
too as
You know, I'm
well.
going to quote you guys on some of this stuff. Color curves and customizations and boom, bam are going to make their way into our
Boom,
social media
bam. I
content
mean, there was
afterwards.
boom, bam color everywhere. I was like, whoa, at the color. I mean, it was like, wow.
I love
Um,
it.
and
I
colored
love it.
bathtub, y'all wbathtubs and toilets. And I'm like, woo, it was fun. It was
It
fun
was
to
fun.
see all the color and the way that they presented it was like, this was so fun with all these flowers. I mean, how beautiful.
It was great.
Nature. There's
Yes.
that organic nature feel.
You're absolutely right. Thank you so much,
And one of
Lisa.
the things you were
Yeah.
asking about, things that we'd want to
Mhm.
see in 20,
Indeed.
27. One of the things I know somebody kind of touched on AI, which was really cool. I'd love to, because I was in search of, any information on AI, which was really cool. I even went to my I use Chief Architect, and I was asking them how are they pulling in AI in with our 3D, which they are. They're not there yet all the way, but it's coming. I'd love to see some more stuff on AI. And the biggest thing is where are we going with social media? Because our platforms are changing so now that it's not an informational, like our following is changing. That now, somebody that could throw a silly name, do something silly, could get 10 million followers versus someone who's put 10 years into putting content and doing all the things. So there's like the algorithms are very strange now in social media. So I'd love to see what our next platform or how to promote and brand your business. This might be a camel fly thing, that how to promote your business with the way it's changed so much. So that might be something that might be kind of fun to see in 27.
I think that'd be great. And I think we have Leslie Carruthers in here who might also have a few words to say. So we may have to get you
Yeah.
on a KBIS next stage, Leslie,
Thank
to,
you
to
guys. Thank you for letting me come on.
speak to that. Thank you for coming on, Lisa. It's really appreciated. I'm going to drive this home really, really quickly here because we're going to run out of time real fast. I told you it was a lot. Very quickly, just to celebrate the top winners of the NKBA design competition this year. It's new for us to bring that into a KBIS recap, but it's so, so, so important. And there were two grand prize winner for best overall kitchen, the Castle Kitchen by Kate Roos Design, which was wonderful. We have a couple of shots here of it is indeed a castle kitchen and just beautiful, beautiful work. And so I love there's so much detail in here. I know I've been a judge myself. It's really, really difficult work to get this pulled together and to be fair. Sometimes you have a smaller kitchen that deserves overall best overall kitchen too, but this one really kind of just took it home. So absolutely amazing work by Kate. And then second, and yes, thank you, Leslie. She won $30,000. And then we've got the most amazing Shay Pomerejo, our friend, and we just love Shay. Um, who took home $55,000 in prize. So it's definitely worth it to submit. But look at this project. Look at that bathroom. Absolutely stunning, stunning work. So the woman knows what she's doing. Um, we draw our hats to these winners. We do have a list of all the winners. Of course, all the winners are also posted on the NKBA website. So please go there and run through. But if you guys need some backup information from us or some additional images, if you'd like to feature those and celebrate your fellow designers, you can certainly do that. You can reach out to us as well to get some more imagery. We'll make that happen for you. Really amazing submissions this year. And it is like everybody's designing like no one's watching, and that is super important right now. So that was just a shout out to some of our favorites here. And now we're going to move right on to the Designhounds Favorite Finds. We've done this for years and it's been so wonderful. So this year we really decided to list our favorite finds. As I just said, you guys go into a trade show or when we go to various locations. We've been to France, we've been to Italy. In October, we're going to London. And I always just stand back and go, what are they going to spot? Because they're in the same building and it's like they've all been to a completely different place. Everybody looks for details that are unique to them. And this is exactly the same thing. So when you ask 25 design hounds to send you their favorite finds, it's like you went to 10 different shows. So, but some of them overlapped. And so this year, what we've done is pull together our top finds as the ones that are most frequently overlapped. And the first one is that had by far the most mentions is Modern Matter hardware. You can go to that next slide. I mean, you guys were all over this brand. It's not a huge manufacturer. I love that they're getting this visibility through programs like this and Best of KBIS, and of course, in your work as designers and specifiers. But it was really, really wonderful to see the amount of mentions that brought forth Modern Matter. So Modern Matter definitely led the pack in terms of our favorite finds, followed immediately on its heels by Kohler with so many of the different products, including the plunge tub, but the smart toilets and a number of other products. So it was really exciting what Kohler has come out with at that meeting point between technology, health, fitness, and design. So it was really an exciting show to see these innovations come through. And then we had additional multiple mentions for Echo Domo, and which was partnered with our sponsor, Designs of Distinction. And thinking about the components that go into your projects, whether it's leather finishes, whether it's the hardware that you're seeing here from Handel and Handel, which also got multiple votes. It's really, really important to think about customization because honestly, that's what's going to keep those homeowners from being able to shop you. As you add these new elements, you're driving your profit up and you're making yourself kind of above reproach in terms of being shopped and compared to the next guy down the street. So the more you customize, the better it is for your business and for the project. And then finally, we have one more multi-brand slide here. James Martin Vanities got a lot of mentions. Free Power, we already heard it earlier, and Empava did as well. So these were some of your favorites. Right from the top, we will be publishing this list on our Design Hounds blog and also release it as a press release. I see Chelsea Butler in here. I hope she's still here. Chelsea, if you are, we'd love to get this over to you guys with a full list of all of our favorite finds because it was really a beautiful mix and a lot of unusual products. That's what happens when you have 25 people that can kind of get to scatter the show floor. So thank you for doing that for us and for working with us on that again this year. And Florence, are we ready? Yes, we are ready. So Florence, I know you have some kind of spinny thing, some kind of name selection thing. Our participants at Design Hounds Live this year were eligible if they attended all of our events and submitted their favorite finds. They got to, yeah, be dumped into a drawing that we're going to be drawing from right now. I'm hoping Florence will be sharing. There they all are. And we have 4 prizes. The first one gets 2 nights with us. No, should we do it the other way around, Florence? I do. I want to do it the other way around. I'm sorry if I'm making this up. So 4th place goes to a premium Design Hounds toolkit, a very beautiful work bag with your lasers, with all of your implements that you might need on a job site. And that one goes to Susan Sutter, who may not be on this call right now, but that's okay. We will announce that online when if we get her. I don't know if we have Susan on here or not. Okay, we don't. All right, so Susan Sutter gets the Designhounds Toolkit. The next prize is one I'm actually super excited about, and it is one of you guys will be hosting a Designhounds dinner in their hometown. So it's 10 to 12 designers. We will be bringing together one or two brands to help underwrite that. We love to host dinners within the community, and this is sort of a Designhounds branded event to bring together the design community wherever you're at in the country. So go ahead. Florence, oh gosh, I hope Florence did not just drop off. She did. Sarah, can you drive this?
Stand by.
Stand by. Florence is having internet problems. We had such crazy storms last night, and we just want to get the excitement going a little bit more. Otherwise, don't make me make it up.
I just need a second, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're completely fine. So yeah, so the Designhounds dinners line up with some of the other stuff we're doing here, moving into the second half of the year, which is our boot camps. Those are product training workshops that we're getting ready to roll out throughout the country. They're 1 to 2 day events that we hope you guys will join us for anywhere in the country. We're looking for people to partner with us and to help us host those and to help moderate those boot camps for us. Sarah, interrupt me when you're ready to go.
I think it's
And
ready. Again, I've never used this before, so let's hope it works.
Okay,
Click to
so
spin. Third
click to
place.
spin. Third place, designer dinner in your hometown
Crystal Hackle.
is Crystal Hackle, who's I don't think on here, but again, we will notify her. I hope we at least one of you guys on here, because otherwise that would be a shame. So Crystal Hackle gets a designer dinner in her hometown. The second prize is going to be a 1 semester program with Jenna Gajdusek and her AI for Interior Designer CU program. So Sarah, will it let you do this one more time?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay.
Leslie Moore, who is here or was here. Is Leslie still here? We had Leslie here a minute ago.
Yes, I'm here.
I saw her. Yay! Yay!
Yay!
You got AI for designers, 1 whole semester. So
Okay.
there you go. Congratulations. And by the way, thank you very much for the candle and the room spray. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're
Nice
welcome.
surprise to come to my house. And finally, the last person, the final prize here today. Again, I'm hoping that it's somebody who's on here still, and that is the person that will attend with us the New York boot camp. They do have to cover their flight, but we're covering 2 nights hotel in New York, May 14 and 15, to attend our first ever boot camp in New York City. And right after that is ICFF and New York Design Week. So it's a really great time to be in New York City. So hit it one more time, Sarah. And it's Michelle. I don't think I've got her right here right now, but congratulations to everybody. We will make these announcements online. And we're 5 minutes over. Apologies for that. If you guys need anything from us in terms of award images, favorite find lists, and any of the NKBA Design Awards, Best of KBIS Innovation Hour, please reach out to Sarah or myself or to Florence if she ever resurfaces. And we're super excited to have had you here and hope to see you guys at High Point Market, at our boot camp in New York City. And of course, if any of you guys want to join us in London in October, come on, because that's going to really be the best ever. So thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it.